Hello, this is my personal guide on how to make money on Stoneworks, especially as a beginner. Now, there already is a pretty good tutorial by Fire the Dragon on how to make money on Stoneworks. However, there's a few issues with that, coming with that not only is it decently old, but also many of the ways he suggests not only can new players not do or have been removed from the game. So this video will be more focused on towards beginners, so stuff that basically any beginner player can do. And if for whatever reason you are watching this video and you have literally never heard of Stoneworks before, read the description. I give a pretty good synopsis on what it is. So yeah, if you find this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and if you want, you could join my nation's Discord server. We're always looking for new players. Farming. Farming is easily one of the best ways to make money on Stoneworks, whether it be cutting trees to make hundreds, or using cactus farms to possibly even get thousands, or even using a giant potato farm tower to make hundreds of thousands. There's many ways to make money through farming, and your nation probably has a farm. Now, the sizes do vary per nation, however, most nations do have stuff like cactus farms, where you could smelt the cactus for XP, then you could go up to an enchantment table with an empty bottle, and simply just clicking on it, you could get an XP bottle. Then, as of recording this, you could get roughly around $500 just from a stack of XP bottles. An insanely good money making method. So if you're new and you want to try out one of these farms as well, if you want, you could also join Kilavoya's Discord, and we allow new players to test out our farms. And this is for completely free. We don't take any of the money that you make or anything. Basically anything that could be farmable can be sold. You could sell these farmable items in many places. So if you were to make a farming business, I suggest making cactus farms and also potato farms, as baked potatoes are almost always in high demand, as it's essentially the main food for most of the server. Building is easily one of the highest paid jobs on the server, where if you're good enough, you could even be paid millions per build. However, if you want to get there, you're going to want to market yourself. If you want to market yourself, you could either just start talking to people, and maybe they'll have connections who need someone to build for them. Or another good way is doing /trade chat and promoting yourself. And it's likely that someone is also looking for a builder for their nation, and they will probably hire you if you're good enough. But always make sure that you have reference photos of what you've built before, because if you don't, you have a way lower chance of getting hired. Now, the final method that I am going to share is to start a shop. Now, if you do start a shop, don't try to become the next Tool Shop or Amazonia or BNL. Don't. Just make a local small shop. Doesn't really matter what it is, but as long as the materials are easy to get for whatever you're selling, usually you'll make pretty decent profits. However, this does depend on the active population. So, if your nation's huge where you live in, then yeah, no, your shop is probably going to do pretty well. However, if you live in a nation with like 10 people, maybe don't. But yeah, so this will be the end of the video, as I don't want to bore you with too many strategies, in which with most of them you'll make around the same output. Also, I just don't really want to confuse newer players with so much stuff all at once. So hey, if you want to pull it too, tell me in the comments, feel free, and maybe I will. But yeah, if you found this helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and joining the Kilavoya Discord. Anyways, thank you.